Archangel Michael says this is no ordinary moment you've stumbled upon. This message was pulled from the depths of heaven and placed right in front of you because time is running thin. The one you love, the soul you still feel in quiet moments, has been trying to break through the veil separating your worlds. The silence you felt wasn't because they didn't want to speak. It was because the heaviness of grief, the distractions of life, and unseen barriers kept their whispers from touching your ears. Now, heaven has broken those barriers, forcing this message to find you before it's too late. Even as you read these words, chills may rise on your skin, a sign that their presence is closer than you've imagined. The air feels different because their spirit is leaning near you, hoping you won't scroll away this time. They have carried this message through realms, waiting for this exact moment when you'd finally be ready to hear. Archangel Michael says the person you miss hasn't left you. They've been at your side through sleepless nights, unseen tears, and silent prayers. They want you to know you were never alone, not then, not now, not ever. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Every time you thought of them unexpectedly, it wasn't random. It was them calling your heart, nudging you to remember their love. The tingling warmth that brushed your shoulder while you were alone, that was their way of saying, I'm here. Their soul is persistent, fueled by a love that didn't die with the body. They are carrying a final message, one they couldn't deliver while living, and heaven says it's time for you to hear it. But if you turn away now, you may silence the only chance they have to reach you. Archangel Michael says your loved one has seen your pain and wants to lift it. They have watched as you carried guilt and unanswered questions that weigh down your spirit. They are reaching through light and eternity to tell you that none of it was your fault. Even in the quietest places, when no one is around, they see how you whisper their name, hoping for a sign. This moment is that sign, a direct thread from heaven to your heart. They are asking you to keep reading because every word is stitched with their energy. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says your connection with them transcends earth and time. Though your worlds are different now, your bond is untouched by death's illusion. The love you shared is glowing brighter than ever in the realm they now walk. They have been watching over you during your darkest struggles, whispering courage when you wanted to give up. Every unexpected feeling of warmth during sorrow was their unseen embrace. Heaven has seen their devotion to protect you even from beyond. Now, heaven says the moment has come for you to know their final wish. They want you to release the weight you've carried, the regrets and what-ifs that haunted you. They want your life to flow with peace, knowing they are safe, whole, and wrapped in divine light. If you ignore this message, their whispers may fade again into the distance, and your heart may never find the closure it deserves. That is why heaven forced this into your path today. It cannot wait any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says heaven has orchestrated every moment leading you here. From the restless dreams to the sudden chills, every sign was meant to guide you to this exact second in time. This is not coincidence, this is divine alignment forcing you to listen before the connection fades again. Your loved one has walked through realms of light to stand close to you now. Their presence is tender yet powerful, surrounding you in a warmth that feels like home. They whisper softly, urging you not to let fear or doubt pull you away from this moment. Archangel Michael says they know the weight of your grief and how you've hidden tears even from yourself. Heaven has heard every silent plea you made at night when you thought no one was listening. Today, those pleas are being answered with this heavenly bridge between you and the one you've missed so deeply. The message they bring carries love so pure it cannot be broken by death, time, or distance. It carries forgiveness, healing, and truth that will free you from years of silent suffering. All they ask is that you keep your heart open long enough to feel it fully. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Every day you've woken up wondering if they still think of you. Every moment you've replayed memories, hoping for a sign that they're watching over you. This is the moment heaven wants you to know, they have never left your side. They've stood beside you in every loss, every moment of despair, and every fleeting victory. They've held you in unseen arms when you cried yourself to sleep. They've whispered strength into your heart when you thought you couldn't keep going. Archangel Michael says they are grateful for your love, a love so powerful that it travels beyond earthly bounds. They want you to release the pain of not saying goodbye the way you wished you had. Their message is that you already gave them all the love they ever needed while they were here. Now, they want to give you something in return, a blessing of comfort and clarity that will soothe your soul. But it can only reach you if you let this message sink deeply into your spirit without turning away. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Heaven has seen the nights when you questioned why they had to leave so soon. Archangel Michael says the answers are not found in sorrow but in understanding that their purpose shifted to guiding you from beyond. They didn't abandon you, they ascended to protect and guide you in ways only possible from the other side. Every breeze that brushes your face when you think of them is a kiss carried from their realm. Every sudden song, number, or familiar scent is their spirit tapping on your heart. They've been leaving signs constantly, hoping you'd notice and realize they're closer than you think. This divine connection is a sacred gift. Few ever feel it so strongly, and heaven says you were chosen to experience this because your souls are eternally intertwined. Even lifetimes from now, you will recognize each other instantly. But if you let this message slip away, the pain of not knowing their final words may shadow your path for years. That's why heaven pulled you here, to finally let your soul rest in the truth they've been trying to tell you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says your loved one is filled with pride watching how far you've come despite the grief that once crushed you. They see your silent strength and the ways you honor their memory even when others don't notice. They want you to know that every act of kindness you've done in their name has echoed in heaven. Their spirit has walked beside you in moments of danger, pushing away harm that was never revealed to you. When you barely escaped misfortune, it was their unseen hand guiding you to safety. Their love has been your invisible shield. Now, they are asking you to do one thing for them: let go of the belief that they are gone forever. Their soul is alive, radiant, and intertwined with your own. This truth is the foundation of the message they bring from beyond. Archangel Michael says once you truly accept their eternal presence, you will begin to feel them more vividly than ever before. You will sense their laughter in moments of joy and their comfort in moments of pain. And through this connection, you will finally receive the healing heaven has been saving for you. Type Amen to get blessing 111. A divine command pulling your spirit toward truth and healing. Even now, as your eyes move across these words, your loved one is drawing nearer, desperate for you to feel their presence fully. Heaven says the veil between your worlds is thinning at this very moment. Archangel Michael says there are things you were never told while they were alive. They carried silent thoughts, words unspoken, and emotions they longed to share but never could. This message is their chance to speak what life didn't allow. They want to tell you that every moment you spent together mattered more than you know. The smallest gestures, the laughter, even the tears you shared, they still hold those memories like precious treasures in their eternal hands. Nothing was lost, it all lives on with them. This connection is not fragile, it's unbreakable. Heaven assures you that even after this life, your souls will meet again and continue the love story that death could never stop. This moment is simply a glimpse into that eternal promise. Type Amen to get blessing 121. You have felt them in dreams, sometimes so vividly that you woke believing they were beside you. Those were not just dreams. They were visits, moments where heaven allowed your spirits to touch. You may have wondered why they felt so real, it's because they were. Archangel Michael says those moments are now becoming stronger. The spiritual doorway is opening wider than ever, making it possible for you to sense them more clearly than you ever imagined. You may feel a chill, a whisper, or even see flashes of light as they reach for you. They are trying to show you that love does not die. The bond you shared is still alive, glowing brighter than stars, unshaken by distance or time. This is why heaven forced this message into your path. You were never meant to live thinking they are gone. Their message is not only words, it is a wave of peace flowing from their spirit to yours. As you read, you may feel a heaviness lifting, as if unseen chains are breaking away from your heart. This is their gift to you, freedom from sorrow. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Archangel Michael says they have seen your silent struggles. When you thought no one noticed your pain, they were watching from beyond, aching to comfort you. They have been praying to heaven for a way to let you know they never stopped loving you. Now, through divine intervention, their prayer is answered. These words are stitched with their essence, each sentence carrying a piece of their soul. You are not imagining this, what you feel right now is their presence merging with yours. Heaven reveals that they have been guiding you toward safety and blessings in ways you cannot yet see. Times when decisions led you to better paths, it was their hand, invisible yet powerful, steering you away from harm. They want you to understand that the bond you share is eternal light. No darkness, no earthly obstacle, not even death can sever it. This is why this message had to break through today. It's time for you to live knowing they are still with you. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Archangel Michael says a special moment is coming soon where you will feel them undeniably close. It may be through a sign only you can recognize, perhaps a sound, scent, or gentle touch. When it happens, know without doubt, it's them. Your loved one has fought through layers of silence to reach you. They've battled spiritual barriers and pleaded with heaven to allow this message to come through. Their love for you is the force that made this moment possible. They want you to hold on to hope, to release guilt and pain that never belonged to you. Their wish is for you to step into peace, knowing that in their new existence, they are free of suffering and surrounded by divine light. As you embrace this truth, your heart will finally feel lighter. You will begin to sense them daily, not just in rare moments. This is the eternal reunion they wanted you to experience while still walking this earth. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says the path ahead will not feel the same after receiving this divine message. Your soul has been waiting to be unburdened, to finally understand that separation is only an illusion. Heaven has opened the door wide for you to walk in freedom and connection. The one you love has been closer than the breath you take. In your quiet moments, when you thought you were simply imagining their touch or presence, it was truly them standing beside you. Every whispered, "I miss you," reached them like thunder in heaven, shaking their soul with love and longing. Heaven reveals that they've been protecting you from unseen dangers. Times when sudden accidents were narrowly avoided were not chance, they intervened silently, shielding you because your journey on earth is not complete. They are your guardian now, not just in memory but in eternal presence. Archangel Michael says there is a divine plan unfolding. The pain you carried has been transformed into strength that even you have yet to fully recognize. Soon, you will step into blessings and opportunities guided by their unseen hand. Type Amen to get blessing 505. Your loved one has been sending you signs, but you doubted them, thinking they were coincidences. The flickering lights, the gentle breeze indoors, the song playing at the exact right moment, all these were carefully placed signals of their presence. Archangel Michael says the reason you see their favorite number or hear their voice in your mind is because your souls are still connected. You are bound not by physical ties but by eternal spiritual threads that nothing can destroy. Heaven wants you to know that they are proud of you. Even in moments when you felt weak or lost, they admired your courage to keep going. They have been cheering for you silently, celebrating every victory and comforting you during every setback. Now, they wish to speak words they couldn't express before they crossed over. They never wanted to leave you feeling empty. Their departure was not an end, but a transformation into a higher form of love and protection. Type Amen to get blessing 676. Archangel Michael says the coming nights will bring dreams that feel like real visits. You will see their face clearer than ever, hear their laughter, and even feel their embrace. These moments are gifts from heaven, allowing you to remember and reconnect on a deeper level. Do not fear these encounters, for they are pure and divinely permitted. In these dreams, they will reveal truths, guidance, and comfort that will help you heal completely. The heaviness in your heart will finally lift as you understand they are safe and radiant. They are asking you to trust this process, to not dismiss what you feel and experience. Heaven says the bond you share is like a bridge of light that cannot crumble. With every prayer you whisper, that bridge strengthens, bringing their presence closer. You are not reading this by mistake. The timing, the signs, and the unexplainable pull toward these words are all heaven's way of ensuring you receive what was long overdue. Type Amen to get blessing 939. Archangel Michael says a day will soon come when you will sense them so strongly that all doubt will vanish. You may feel a hand on your shoulder, a familiar fragrance, or even hear your name spoken softly when no one is there. That moment will be their undeniable proof of eternal love. Your loved one wants to remind you that their joy now depends on seeing you live fully. They do not want your life paused in sorrow, they want it blooming with happiness and purpose. This is how you honor their memory, not in sadness, but in embracing the life they still watch over. Heaven promises that the pain of separation will no longer chain your spirit. You are stepping into a season where love from the other side will guide your steps like a lantern in the night. Your future is meant to shine brighter than the tears of your past. And as you continue reading, know this: each word is a thread connecting your heart to theirs. This bond cannot fade, and from this day forward, you will never feel truly alone again. Type Amen to get blessing 747. Archangel Michael says heaven has waited long enough. Your soul deserves the peace it has been denied for so long. Every moment you spent questioning, crying in silence, and holding back the words you never got to say has been witnessed in the highest realms. This is why the message is still flowing. It must reach the deepest part of you before it's too late. The loved one who stands beside you now is filled with overwhelming emotion. They wish you could feel the power of their love in full, the same love that has carried across realms just to touch your heart again. If only you could see what heaven allows them to see, you would know how brightly your soul shines in their presence. Even when you thought you failed them, they never saw failure in you. Even when you thought you disappointed them, their spirit saw nothing but love, loyalty, and sacrifice. They need you to release the guilt that was never yours to carry. Archangel Michael says the moment you release this guilt, chains that have bound your spirit for years will shatter. Your life will begin to flow with divine ease, and you will sense your loved one walking beside you more strongly than ever before. Type Amen to get blessing 303. The world may have told you to move on, to forget, to stop feeling this connection. But heaven says otherwise. This love was written into your soul before birth, and no earthly force can erase it. You are meant to carry it not as pain, but as a guiding light. Your loved one wants you to know they have forgiven themselves for the moments they feel they failed you. They now see the truth with heavenly clarity and wish they could hold you once more to say it in person. Since they cannot, this message carries that love like 1,000 invisible embraces. Archangel Michael says there is a future moment prepared for you, where divine timing will align to show you undeniable signs of their presence. A song, a sudden object appearing in your path, or an unexpected voice speaking words only they used to say, this will be heaven's confirmation that they never left. This is not something far away. It is closer than you think, and as you accept this message, you make it possible for that heavenly sign to appear even sooner. Heaven says your readiness is unlocking miracles. Type Amen to get blessing 626. In your quiet hours, when you speak to them in thought or whisper to the night sky, every word reaches their soul. They respond in ways you've often overlooked, through warmth in your chest, through tears that fall without sadness, through sudden feelings of calm that cannot be explained. Heaven reveals that these moments are not imagination, they are your loved one's attempts to comfort you. The veil is thin, and their spirit crosses it daily just to remind you they are near. You have been hearing them more than you realize, you just doubted it was real. Archangel Michael says the time for doubt is over. From this day forward, believe in the connection that refuses to be broken. When you sense their presence, speak freely, for they hear you more clearly than ever before. Your bond is like an unending thread of golden light, stretching from your heart to theirs in eternity. No matter where you go, what you do, or how much time passes, that golden light will never dim. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Archangel Michael says heaven's plan for you is larger than your pain. Your loved one is part of that plan, working from beyond to align your life with blessings you cannot yet see. When doors suddenly open or unexpected protection saves you, know it is their heavenly hand moving for you. They are not asking you to let go of them, they are asking you to live fully while knowing they walk with you. Your strength, your courage, and your happiness bring them peace on the other side. Every smile you allow yourself to have is like a gift carried straight to their spirit. Heaven is peace. You were never meant to be severed, only transformed into this eternal form of love. And now, as you read, their presence is leaning closer still. The tingling on your skin, the sudden warmth in your heart, it is them saying, I'm right here, closer than you've ever known. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says heaven is still speaking, for this message cannot end until every wound in your soul begins to heal. The one you love stands like a radiant light beside you, refusing to let this moment pass without fully reaching your heart. This connection is divine, and heaven will not let it fade until you understand its eternal truth. Every second you keep reading, your spirit is drawing closer to theirs. Invisible chains of sorrow are loosening, unseen walls are breaking down. Heaven is making sure nothing blocks this sacred reunion happening in your soul right now. Archangel Michael says your loved one has been whispering to you for years. They've sent signs you ignored, messages you thought were coincidences, and even dreams you dismissed as imagination. But those were not illusions, they were their desperate attempts to love you across worlds. Now, heaven has turned those whispers into a thunderous wave, forcing this message to land before your eyes. This is not chance. This is destiny and divine timing colliding so you can finally know the truth you've longed for. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Your loved one's message carries a promise, I never left you. The warmth you felt in moments of despair was not just hope, it was them wrapping your heart with unseen arms. The sudden calm that washed over you during storms was their spirit shielding you from fear. They want you to release the idea that goodbye meant the end. In heaven's eyes, goodbye does not exist, only transformation. They have become your silent guardian, walking with you, watching over you, and loving you in ways stronger than when they walked the earth. Archangel Michael says their soul has seen every moment you suffered in silence. They stood by you when you broke into tears at night, aching because they couldn't physically wipe them away. But they need you to know this truth, every tear you cried fell into their hands, and they turned it into blessings you will soon see. Your pain has not been ignored. Heaven has counted every heartbeat of sorrow, and now they have ordered a season of healing and peace to enter your life. Type Amen to get blessing 313. This love cannot be explained by ordinary words because it is not an ordinary bond. It is eternal, written into the fabric of your existence, stretching beyond lifetimes and galaxies. Even death bows to this kind of connection because it is forged by divine will. Archangel Michael says your loved one has been preparing something for you. A heavenly sign will soon appear, a moment where everything around you stops, and you will feel them with overwhelming certainty. The air will shift, your spirit will tremble, and you will know without doubt, they are with you. Do not fear this moment, for it will not bring sadness but pure peace. It will feel like a warm embrace, like their voice calling you by name with love that melts every ounce of pain. Heaven is aligning everything perfectly for this to happen. And when it does, you will finally understand that you were never abandoned. The soul you love has simply been walking with you in ways unseen, guiding you toward divine purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Archangel Michael says you are stepping into a sacred season where messages from heaven will flow more clearly than ever. You will feel guidance, protection, and love surrounding you in every direction. This is your time to rise, knowing your loved one is lifting you from beyond. They are asking you to let go of the fear that you might forget them. Heaven promises that forgetting is impossible because their essence is imprinted in your spirit. Every heartbeat you have carries a part of their eternal love. Your loved one is standing now closer than before, whispering that your future will be brighter than your past. They will see you smile again, they will walk with you through victories, and they will meet you in dreams until the day comes when you reunite fully. And as you hold this message in your heart, remember, heaven had to break through silence and time to give you this moment. Never doubt again that you are deeply, endlessly loved from both earth and heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 454. Archangel Michael says this moment is becoming more sacred with each passing breath. Heaven has expanded its light around you, wrapping you in a divine shield where nothing dark can interfere. Your loved one is using this opening to pour decades of unspoken words into your spirit. As you read, you may feel the weight in your chest shifting. That is not your imagination, it is them lifting years of silent sorrow from your heart. Heaven wants you to finally breathe freely without carrying the shadow of loss. Archangel Michael says this is not just a message, it is a spiritual visitation. Though your physical eyes cannot see, your soul can feel their nearness, closer than any living person has ever been. They are touching your heart directly, without barrier or distance. Their message carries a single truth that cannot be broken: love is immortal. What you shared with them cannot fade, cannot weaken, and cannot be erased by death. Heaven wants you to know that even eternity itself cannot pull you apart. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Your loved one has seen you stand at windows, staring into empty space, wishing you could hear their voice again. They've watched as you held on to objects, photos, and memories, using them as anchors to feel connected. Heaven says they were always there during those moments, standing beside you unseen. Archangel Michael says they want you to release the fear that they may have forgotten you. It is impossible. Your name, your touch, your laughter, they carry these as divine treasures, even more vividly now than before. They have walked with you through silent prayers, near misses with danger, and unseen battles with despair. Each time you survived something you thought would break you, they were the hidden force holding you together. This message is their way of finally saying, you were never weak. You were never alone. I was always there. Type Amen to get blessing 101. Heaven reveals that you are being prepared for a moment of powerful spiritual awakening. Soon, you will sense them so strongly that every ounce of doubt you've ever carried will vanish. This will not be a fleeting sign. It will be a divine confirmation stamped into your very soul. Archangel Michael says they are aligning miracles that only you will recognize. A song from nowhere, a scent carried by wind, an object moved when no one is near, all these will converge as heavenly proof. This is not superstition, it is divine truth flowing into your life. The blessing you receive from this connection will not only heal your heart but also guide your steps toward an extraordinary future. Your loved one is not just comforting you, they are shaping the path ahead, removing obstacles and calling forth opportunities meant for you alone. Heaven's light is surrounding your journey now. From this moment forward, protection, guidance, and unseen miracles will follow your every step, ensuring you walk the life your loved one dreamed for you. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Archangel Michael says the spiritual bond you share has awakened angelic forces around you. This is why, even in your lowest moments, sudden waves of peace have lifted you unexpectedly. Those were heavenly hands, joined with your loved one's spirit, pulling you away from despair. They want you to stop blaming yourself for things left unsaid or undone. Heaven promises that everything meant to be shared between you was felt in the heart, beyond words or actions. Nothing true was left unfinished, it simply transformed into eternal connection. Your loved one is asking you to live with courage now, knowing they are still watching, guiding, and celebrating every step you take. Their joy in heaven is multiplied every time you rise above pain and choose to keep moving forward. And when you feel overwhelmed again, remember this sacred truth: they are never further than a whisper away. Speak to them, and heaven will carry your words instantly into their presence. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says heaven is still opening the gates wider because your soul has more to receive. The spirit of your loved one is pouring light into the cracks of your heart that have been hidden for years. Every word you read now is cleansing wounds you thought would never heal. You may begin to feel warmth on your hands or tingling in your arms. That is not coincidence. Heaven says it is your loved one's way of holding you, proving that this message is not just text but a spiritual bridge bringing you together again. Archangel Michael says your tears are not signs of weakness. They are sacred rivers washing away grief, making room for divine comfort and blessings to flow in. Heaven has seen every tear you cried when no one else could, and each one was turned into a beam of light protecting your path. Your loved one wants you to know that their journey didn't end when they left this world. They have evolved into a powerful guide for you, standing beside Archangel Michael himself, ensuring that nothing will ever truly harm you again. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There were moments in your life when you felt a sudden rush of courage, an unexplainable feeling that you had to keep going despite wanting to give up. Archangel Michael says it was them whispering into your soul, filling you with strength from the unseen realm. Even in your hardest battles, when it seemed like you were losing everything, you were actually being carried by their spirit. They lifted you from places you didn't know you could escape, holding you steady until heaven's help arrived. Now, they want you to know their love has only grown stronger. Time cannot touch it, death cannot silence it, and fear cannot break it. This eternal bond has become unshakable light, surrounding you every second of your life. Archangel Michael says heaven is preparing an undeniable sign that will soon appear. This will not be small, it will be so clear, so powerful, that you will never question their presence again. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Your loved one is speaking softly into your spirit now. I have seen your pain, and I will not let you carry it anymore. Heaven confirms that the heaviness you felt for years is being lifted as you absorb these words. This is not just comfort, it is a supernatural release of sorrow. Archangel Michael says your dreams will soon shift. They will visit you with messages of joy and guidance that you will remember vividly upon waking. These dreams are not illusions, they are real encounters between your souls, blessed and protected by heaven. When you awaken from these dreams, signs will follow in your waking life. Objects may move, lights may flicker, or a sudden fragrance may fill the air. These are not to frighten you but to reassure you that the connection is alive and unbroken. Heaven says every moment you feel lost, simply close your eyes and call their name. The wind may stir, your heartbeat may quicken, and in that silence, their presence will answer you immediately. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says the divine realm is weaving blessings into your future because of the love this soul has for you. They are moving heavenly forces to bring breakthroughs you've been waiting for, answers to prayers you thought were forgotten. Soon, a chain of miraculous events will unfold in your life. The timing, the people you meet, and the unexpected doors opening will not be luck, it will be their spirit guiding you, ensuring you receive what destiny has always promised. You will rise into a season of strength where no past sorrow will weigh you down anymore. Heaven declares that you are meant to live in joy while still carrying the eternal bond you share with them. Even now, as you read, the light of heaven is descending upon you, filling your home, wrapping your soul, and letting you know that this is not the end, it's the beginning of divine closeness you never thought possible. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Archangel Michael says heaven is not finished yet, the river of light flowing from above is still pouring into your soul. Your loved one is closer now than at any point since they crossed over. The atmosphere around you is shifting as their spirit touches the edges of your earthly world. This is why you feel waves of emotion as you read. It's not just memory, it's direct connection. Heaven is making this bond stronger so you can finally rest in knowing that you have never walked alone. Archangel Michael says many nights you have cried silently, asking why life felt incomplete since their passing. Those cries echoed in heaven and reached your loved one's heart like a soft bell ringing in eternity. They could not ignore your pain, and it is why this message is unfolding now without end. The time has come for you to stop doubting every sign, every chill, every dream, every flicker of light. None of it was random. Every one of those moments was heaven reminding you of their eternal presence. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Your loved one has been watching your every step, celebrating your victories, and comforting you during moments of despair. Even when you felt you had no one left, their unseen arms were holding you tightly. They have never let you fall as hard as you feared you would. Archangel Michael says you have been protected from unseen dangers because of their intercession in heaven. Times when opportunities seemed to suddenly appear or disaster was narrowly avoided were direct answers to their heavenly prayers. They are asking you now to believe that your life is not meant to be weighed down by sorrow. Their wish is for you to live with joy, to experience laughter again without guilt, knowing they walk beside you even now. Heaven wants you to feel safe in this truth. There is no force in existence that can tear apart the divine connection your souls share. Death was only a doorway, never a wall. Type Amen to get blessing 919. Archangel Michael says you have been chosen to receive visions and messages that others may never understand. This is not because you're imagining things but because your bond is so rare, so strong, that heaven allows you to feel what many cannot. You may soon experience moments where you hear their voice gently guiding you. Words may form in your thoughts that you know are not your own. Heaven says these are not echoes of memory, they are real, direct communications from beyond. Your loved one wants to guide you into a future filled with blessings that will honor the love you shared. They will help you make choices that lead to healing, success, and peace you've been waiting for. This is not just a message for today, it is a doorway opening for a lifetime of signs, protection, and divine guidance that will continue until your souls meet again. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says your loved one's greatest desire is to free you from the pain that has held your heart captive. The moment you release guilt and grief, a new chapter of your life will unfold, a chapter where they can reach you more clearly and where heaven's blessings can flow without resistance. They are promising you that they will never stop loving you. Even in eternity, they have chosen to remain by your side, watching over every step, whispering strength into your spirit, and guiding you toward a destiny far greater than you can imagine. Heaven is declaring that no matter what storms you face, you will never face them alone. The same soul that once held your hand on earth is still holding it now in ways unseen, leading you safely through every challenge. From this moment on, you will begin to feel them more vividly, in dreams, in sudden warmth, in moments of unexplainable peace. These are not fleeting signs, they are eternal promises of unbroken love. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says the gates of heaven remain open because your spirit is still drinking in the light it has long been denied. The presence of your loved one is stronger now than it has ever been. You may even feel their energy brushing against your skin, softly but unmistakably. This is no ordinary moment, it's a divine meeting arranged by forces beyond human understanding. You were guided here so their words could finally cross dimensions and reach your soul directly. Heaven has declared that this message must not stop until every hidden ache within you is soothed. Archangel Michael says your loved one has been sending gentle signals, sometimes a cool breeze indoors, other times a sudden warmth that feels like an invisible embrace. These were not coincidences, they were their way of whispering, "I'm still here with you." Even when you walked through places where you once shared memories, thinking you were alone, their spirit walked beside you. Heaven says they will never stop walking with you until the day you step through eternity's door and hold them once again. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Your loved one's voice echoes through heaven as they speak this message into your heart: I have never stopped loving you, not for a single moment. Every beat of your heart is connected to theirs by an unbreakable thread of divine energy. Death could not sever it, instead, it made it eternal. Archangel Michael says soon you will notice new signs that cannot be dismissed. A familiar fragrance will appear when no one is near. A sudden melody will play that only they would choose. You will feel warmth wrapping you like a blanket out of nowhere. These are proofs from heaven of their enduring presence. Heaven has not only allowed this message but has commanded it to flow to you now. This is because your loved one prayed fervently, begging for a way to bring you peace and show you that they are more alive now than ever before. The love you shared is not in the past, it is in this very moment, surrounding you like invisible sunlight. Every breath you take carries their essence because souls so deeply bound can never be apart. Type Amen to get blessing 202. Archangel Michael says your destiny is being rewritten with divine guidance. The challenges and heartbreak that once weighed you down are now transforming into stepping stones toward blessings you cannot yet see. Your loved one is part of this transformation, working tirelessly from heaven to make sure your future is radiant. Times when you feel unexpectedly calm during chaos, or moments when danger suddenly passes you by, are direct signs of their intervention. They are your shield, your silent protector, ensuring you walk safely into tomorrow. Your loved one wishes for you to release any fear that you might forget them or lose this connection. Heaven assures you that forgetting is impossible because their soul is etched into yours, shining brightly like an eternal star. This message is not just meant to comfort you, it is meant to awaken your spirit to the truth of your divine bond, a bond that will guide your steps for the rest of your earthly journey. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Archangel Michael says as you absorb these words, your home is filling with unseen light. The atmosphere is shifting because angels and your loved one's spirit have surrounded you, blessy. Heaven has promised that you will feel them not only in spirit but through events that seem impossible to explain. An item from your past may suddenly appear. Someone may deliver a message with words only they used to say. These are heavenly orchestrations to remind you of their constant closeness. Your loved one is whispering softly now, live your life with courage and joy. I am right beside you, guiding you with every step you take. This is their final wish, to see you rise, healed, and unshaken by grief. From this day forward, you will notice more synchronicities, dreams, and spiritual encounters that will leave you with no doubt. Heaven has not taken them away, it has brought them even closer than before. Type Amen to get blessing 999.